Welcome to the DIY3DTech.com channel.
Welcome to this episode of DIY3DTech.com. In this episode, we're going to be doing a shootout between the Wanhao Duplicator i3 and the Fabrikator Mini. So, basically, I got thinking about this from some of Chuck's videos. Chuck Hellebuck has recently did a video where he compared the Fabrikator Mini to a printer that he had gotten in for review and built, similar to the Prusa i3 design, etc. So I decided to give this a kind of a run for the money too, and just see how it goes, because as you know from the last series of videos, we've upgraded the hot end. We went through that series, so the hot end's all tuned up and installed and everything. Very happy with it. And so I decided to print the little Fabrikator Mini rocket, which I did a couple episodes ago on the Fabrikator Mini, and I used the exact same file settings, etc., on the Wanhao and printed it out. So before we talk about it, let's go take a time lapse. Now I shot the time lapse from a couple different angles so you could actually see, because for me the most critical piece is the building of this this tip. So let's go watch it. And what I'm going to also do is cut in some stills at the end of the time lapse, comparing this rocket with the rocket from the Fabrikator Mini, i.e. the red rocket. So red rocket is Fabrikator Mini, black rocket is Wanhao Duplicator. So let's go to a time lapse. Okay, welcome back. So I think, as you saw from the build and the time lapse in the comparison photos, the Wanhao did an excellent job. This tip is almost perfect, and it is actually extremely sharp. You could probably use this as a diabetic test kit. It's so sharp. Now, as I showed try to show in the photos, and hopefully it came out, there's a little bit of abnormalcy here in the top of this rocket. I mean, it is very, very small, and I talked about it a little bit in the video where I printed this rocket. You know, and you could probably clean it up with sandpaper. I didn't, and you can see some swirling in the head of the rocket. Again, hopefully that came out in the still pictures. So also, the formation of the jets is a little bit better on the Wanhao. Now, both these are printed in PLA, both Hatchbox PLA, so it's just different colors, same manufacturer. The Wanhao did print at twice the speed. I did slow it down from its usual speed I run it at. However, it did still run at twice the speed of the Fabrikator Mini to print this, and I gotta say, I am very impressed with the way that this turned out. Now, it is printed at a 0.1 layer height, with 5% infill. I haven't really figured out how to do a vase type design. I know this is intended to be done as a vase in, like if you do Simplify 3D. So anyways, I did it with minimal infill. And wow, this really came out nice. If you feel the sides of it, it's very uniform, very little difference. However, with this one, you can, again, up here, it gets to be kind of like a little bit like a carrot, and you can tell where the extrusion kind of wrapped it around a little bit. Both were sliced in Cura with the same settings, same models, etc. So I'm going to have to say the Wanhao came out better. I'm not sure I would have gotten such good results without the changing of the hot end. One of the things that I've noticed printing with the new hot end, especially the new metal nozzle, is the resolution I get is better than what I was getting with the brass nozzle as far as layer height, uniformity, and all that. So again, very happy with the modification. It was what, I don't know, 50, 60 bucks to make the modification, and so I think it was worthwhile. Again, I'm very happy with this outcome. So I gotta say, from this shootout between the Wanhao and the Fabrikator Mini, Wanhao 1, Fabrikator Mini 0. So hey, if you get any questions, comments, hit me up down below. Any other comparison prints you might like to see, let me know. I'm going to probably do a similar test, probably Da Vinci against Da Vinci. So I've got a 2.0 and a 1.0, and I think I'm going to try side loading a slicer cut model printed on the 2.0, and a non-slicer cut XYZ crapware, if you will, sliced version on the 1.0, and see how that comes out. So, one of the things I thought I was going to mention before closing, I think part of the problem with my Fabrikator Mini is the Z-axis lead screw. If you take a look at the way the Fabrikator Mini is, it's got just a rough opening at the top, and the rod moves in that rough opening. I'm thinking about getting a bearing or something to place in there. However, I think that's where a little bit of this wobble had come from, because the stage does wobble a little bit. However, that's pretty tight, and I don't know, for general government work it seems to be good. So anyways, hey, give it a thumbs up if you like this kind of video. Subscribe to the channel. More coming. See you in the next video. Cheers.
Please click like below and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date on all of our projects.